everybody, good afternoon. So great to be here. My name's Laura, I'm from Teeny Tiny Theatre, and you're here today to take part in Make a Teeny Tiny Tale for World Book Day. How exciting, it's World Book Day! It's brilliant, isn't it? So many activities on offer, loads of opportunities for reading your favourite stories, and actually that is the first thing I'd like you to type into the comments. What is your favourite storybook? And you might see in my background I've got a few stories here in my background that might give you some ideas. Tell me what your favourite storybooks are, because we might be talking about those in a little while when I explain how this workshop is going to happen. So introduce yourselves in the comments, tell me your names, tell me where you're tuning in from, and tell me what your favourite storybooks are as well. So this is how it will work. I'm going to be telling you a story. We're going to be making that story together, but we're not just going to be telling it, we're going to be doing it as well. So it's really important that you've made a little bit of space around yourself so that you're able to stand up and get involved in making that story happen. Okay, so I think we've got some comments coming through. I've got Chantal in my ear at the moment, who's going to tell me who's here. So who have we got? Oh, hello to Jack at St Austin's Primary School. Nice to have you here. Anybody else? Rory and Ruby. Hello, Rory and Ruby. Oh, hello to 2AK at St Austin's Primary School. Hello, a whole classroom, fantastic. Favourite books coming through as well. So what favourite books do we have, Chantal? Oh yeah, so Beatrice says Claude, the Claude stories. I don't know those, I'll have to look those up. Any others? Oh, Ruby and Rory say The Wizards of Once. Oh, Lost and Found, that's one of my favourites as well. That's Mrs. Kelly's class. Lovely. And Mina loves A Singing Mermaid. So there's so many favourite books, and I hope you've had a chance to read some of those today on this extra special day that is World Book Day. But we're going to get started now with our practical workshop. So if you haven't already, get up, make sure you're standing up in your space, and make sure you've got a bit of space around you. This is the way that I usually make sure that I've got space, make sure that I'm not going to crash into anything. If you're in a classroom and you've got a desk in front of you, that's fine. You can just stand up from your chair and just stay in your spot. That's not a problem at all. We can still get involved in the story. So I want you to imagine that we are, I'm a storyteller. I want you to imagine I'm a storyteller. Look, I've even got a storybook that I'd like us to write together. Look, here's my special pen. So we're going to write a story, and I'm going to be asking you for some suggestions for what we should write in that book, in this brand new book that we're going to write together. But before we get started, I think it might be a good idea to do a little bit of a warm-up. So because this is a practical activity, it's really important that we get our bodies ready and our brains switched on as well. So our first energy warm-up is one of our favourites at Teeny Tiny Theatre. It is Rubber Chicken. So for this one, and I know there'll be lots of people watching who've done this with me before, but all you have to do is raise your right hand in the air. So if you're at home or in your classroom, raise your right hand in the air like this and give it a little shake. What we're going to do is count down from 8 as we shake our right arms. Are you ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to switch to your left arm. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Now we're going to go back to our right arms, but we're going to start from 7 this time. Ready? 7, 76543217654321, 76543217654321, 76543217654321, 65432165431, 65432165431, 65432165431, 54321, 54321, 54321, 54321, 4321, 4321, 4321, 4321, 321, 321, 321, 21, 21, 21, 21, 1, 1, 1, 1. Woo! Rubber chicken! Wow! Wow, well done. Okay, so everybody joining in at home, I hope in their classrooms, getting their bodies moving. Now, the next thing I want you to do with your body is change shape. So you're going to use your body to make the shape of something that I'm going to call out. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to try to do with your body is make yourself as small as a mouse. Can you do that? Hunch yourself down, make yourself as small as a mouse. Well done. And now I want you to make yourself as big as a house. As big as a house. Can you stretch out your body and make it as big as a house? Fantastic. And let's go back to being as small as a mouse again. Really, really small. You could be sitting on your chair behind your desk. You don't need to get down to the floor if you haven't got space. And then up and big as a house again. Fantastic. Okay. Now, can you make your body the shape of a tree? See if you can make your arms like the branches on a tree, and maybe they're moving in the wind. Very, very slowly. Fantastic. Now, can you make yourself into a tiny seed on the floor? A very, very small seed. What we're going to do is try and show the seed slowly, slowly growing into that tree. Very slowly growing, sprouting up of the soil, opening our leaves, spreading our branches, and you're a tree again. Wave those branches in the air. Ah, what a lovely big stretch. Fantastic. Good. Well done. So we've had a little bit of a physical warm-up. Now I need us to wake up our brains a little bit. And I want you to be a little bit more creative. So I'm going to be asking Chantal in just a moment to tell me some of your ideas. So I don't know if grown-ups want to type in any suggestions. The first thing we need for our story today, the one that we're going to make together, is a place, a location, somewhere where an adventure might take place. Now, I wonder if you can think of a really, really fun, exciting environment, a place, a location where a story might happen. Yes, so as the suggestions are coming in, Chantal's just saying, should we say some hellos to all the different people who've joined us? Lovely to see you. Who have we got? 2B and 2D at Booker Avenue. Hello, nice to see you. I think that's Rory's class. Nice to see you. Addy and Arav. I know Addy and Arav. Hello, nice to see you as well. Who else have we got? Hugo and Florence. Hi, nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Mary Margaret's Infants. Hello, lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us on World Book Day. Miss Livingston's class. Hello, great to see you. Miss Sullivan's class. Hello. Mrs. Who's class? Mrs. Five's class. Hello. Guys, there's so many of you. We've got some suggestions. Okay, fantastic. So can you give me some really interesting locations, Chantal? The jungle. Oh, we could. The beach. The North Pole. My goodness, there's so many good ones. The seaside. Africa. Okay. A rainforest. And Megan says the beach. Jack says the jungle. Oh, we've had a couple mentioning the jungle. Do you know what? I think I'm going to pick the jungle as the location for our adventure today. We are going to go on an adventure to the jungle in our story that we're going to make. Thank you for all of those suggestions. If we're not using your idea in this story, save up those brilliant ideas, because you could do this all again, couldn't you, later, and make up a new adventure at that location that you thought of. Perfect. But today's adventure is in the jungle. Now, there's another thing we need to decide before we can start the adventure, and that is going to be, who are the characters in our story? Now, I think we've got a very easy answer to this one. I'm sure you can think of some really great characters from storybooks that you like. There's lots of stories about animals, aren't there, as the main characters. There's stories about skeletons. You might have seen that book in my background, Funny Bones. That's about skeletons, isn't it? But today, we're just going to decide that we are the main characters of our storybook. The main characters of our special story is us. We're the ones going on the adventure to the jungle. Okay, but now is another chance to type in an idea. The next thing, this might be a little bit more tricky, that we need is the first line of our story. What is the opening of our story going to be? Now, I've got some possible examples for you based on these stories that I've got in the background. From The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Once upon a time, a little egg lay on a leaf. That's the opening to that story. You might have noticed the Gruffalo on the shelf at the back as well. How does that one start? A mouse took a stroll through the deep, dark wood. Can you think of a really good first line for our story today? And maybe you could type it in. Oh, we've got a good suggestion already. Hugo thinks we could just start the story by saying hello. Maybe we could. Maybe we could. Are there any other suggestions? Reception B at Booker Avenue, RB, hello. And Miss Campbell's class at St. Austin's, hello to you as well. Oh, what a great first line from Nathaniel and Beatrice. It was World Book Day in the deep, dark jungle. I love that first line. Does anyone have any more? One rainy, warm day, we heard a rustle in the trees. Rainy. Interesting. One hot, dry day. Guys, while you're having a think, we know that we're going to the jungle for our story today. I think we also need to think about packing a bag of different things that we might need to take with us. Now, I've got a real bag over here, which I'm going to use. You might want to pretend to open up your adventure bag. And if you've already suggested a really great first line to the story and you want to add another comment, why don't you suggest some things that we're going to need to take with us to the jungle? What sorts of stuff might we need if we're going to the jungle for a special adventure? Have a little think. I've got some clues here for you. I've got my binoculars. I'm going to put those in. Maybe you'd like to pretend to put some things in a bag that we're going to take with us on our adventure. Oh, Mrs. Kelly's class thought binoculars as well. Good thinking. What might this be? I think I might be thinking about taking some snacks. Maybe my lunchbox. I'm going to put that in my bag. Everybody, why don't you pretend to put some things in? Oh, a water bottle is a fantastic idea because we don't want to get too thirsty, especially in the jungle, which can be very, very hot. Okay, so maybe Chantal can tell me some more suggestions. Jacob says a telescope. That's a really good idea because then you can see things from a really long way away. Now, if you don't have any, well, you won't have any of these things in your place where you are, so you're going to need to pretend to hold those objects and put them in your bag. So I'm going to pretend my telescope because I don't have a real one. Anything else? Etta says a book. Well, I've got my notebook. This is useful for writing down some ideas or sketching some ideas for things that I might see. I'm going to put that in my bag. Anything else? Mrs. Kelly's class. Apparently you are saying that we need to bring a machete. Now, a machete is a very sharp knife. And I do like your thinking, although that's a very dangerous thing to take with you on an adventure. It is useful for cutting down branches. If the jungle's going to be very overgrown, we might need to chop away those branches. So if you want to pretend, not a real one, just pretend to put a machete in your bag, then you could do that. Absolutely. Okay, a camera. I've definitely got a camera. Look at mine. It's very brightly coloured. That's going to go in my rucksack. Right, guys, if you've already had a think about some brilliant things to take with you, pack up your bag. Just pretend. I'm going to put mine on my back now because I think it's nearly time to go on our adventure. But before we go, we need to say the first line of our story. What is that first line going to be? Do you know what? I really liked the one about the rainy jungle. Can you find that for me, Chantal? What was it again? One World Book Day. It was rainy and warm. We heard a rustle in the trees. So all together at home, if you can remember that, see if you could say that out loud. One World Book Day. It was rainy and warm. We heard a rustle in the trees. So everybody say that. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. One World Book Day. It was rainy and warm. I heard a rustle in the trees. Wow. Look what's happened to my book. It's magic. Wow. Guys, I can see it says in there, come this way, we're going on an adventure. Okay, everybody, I'm going to put this somewhere very carefully. Can everybody pretend to hold hands with someone next to them? If you're close enough, you could really hold hands. What I'm going to do is I'm going to count down and we're going to jump into our story together. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, jump! Wow, guys, we are here. It is raining. I'm getting wet. Oh no, I didn't bring a hood. I'm just going to have to get wet, I think. It is dripping from all these branches around me. Can you suggest some really great ways we could describe where we are? We're in a wet, rainy jungle. What's it like? Can you type in the comments and tell me all about that? What does it feel like? What can you smell? Can you see anything? And what can you hear? Tell me all about it. I'm going to have a little look around my environment though while you're having a think. Maybe you'd like to look around as well. Wow. It's very woody and muddy underfoot. I'm going to have to be very careful the way I walk around. What's it like? Oh, Miss Livingston's class say it's very hot and sweaty. It is hot and sweaty. Maybe you could show that while you're moving around in your space. Oh, it's really hot. Anything else? Luca says you can see a long winding path. Me too, just over there. Maybe we could follow that in a moment. I can hear those too. We can hear some cheeky monkeys chattering in the trees above. And I bet there's some other animals here too. Have a think about what other animals we might see. Oh, I'm not sure what kind of parrot that is, but we've got some interesting birds and parrots being suggested. Hang on a minute, I can see something down here. Looks like a little bit of paper. I think I'm going to pick it up. Shall I pick it up? Yeah, I think I'm going to. Oh, it's a note. It says, "To the adventurers." That must be us, right? Shall I open it and have a look? Okay. Ooh, it's getting a little bit wet. Hopefully it won't be too... Oh my goodness. It looks like... What is that? It looks like a map, doesn't it? And there's a little X there, like X marks the spot. I think we might be supposed to follow this map. Shall we do that? And maybe we could go down that long winding path that Luca suggested. Come on, let's be brave. Let's all go and follow this map down that winding path. Now, while we're walking, feel free to comment in the comments about what you can see and hear around you. And I will ask Chantal to tell me in a moment. But let's all get going. It's almost like we're going on a kind of bear hunt, isn't it? Can you think of other stories that start like this, with an adventure or with a map? Let's go. Oh, it's very uneven ground. There's lots of branches in the way. Be careful, everybody, while you're walking along this winding path. Oh, what's going on? Oh, Jack says he can hear a pitter-patter of raindrops. What a lovely way of describing the rain and the sound of the rain. Jay can see a sloth in that tree up there. Can everyone else see it? It's moving very slowly. It's cute though. Oh no, I think everybody's getting mud on their socks, Florence. I think everybody's getting a bit mucky. Hopefully we got dressed properly for our adventure today. Let's keep walking. Oh, there's some brightly coloured insects as well, somebody suggested, and some buzzing I can hear, different creatures. To be, can see a snake slithering up a tree. That could be dangerous. We better go around that tree like this. Be careful. Oh my goodness, Miss Livingston's class, they thought that maybe the X on our map might be treasure. There might be treasure to find. But who wrote this to us? There might be somebody we're going to meet. Now, this is another chance to type something in. Who do you think sent us this note? Maybe you could write in the comments. What kind of character or creature might have asked us to follow their map? Now, think about in other storybooks you might have read, maybe some of those in the background, where there is somebody hiding in the story. We know in the Gruffalo that the hiding character is the Gruffalo, isn't it? But there might be some other stories too. Maybe we're going to meet the big bad wolf from Red Riding Hood. Who knows? Maybe type it into the chat. Chantal, have we got any suggestions? Oh, Addy and Araf think it might be a witch. It could be a witch. So we might have to be careful. This person might not be a friendly person, might it? Who else? A snake king. A pirate. It could be. Pirates do like their maps, don't they? They do like leaving treasure maps. RJ can see tiger tracks. Oh my goodness. Oh, a man could have been captured. Maybe the person who sent us this map is trapped and they can't get out, and we need to help them. Maybe that's what we've got to do. Well, come on, let's keep moving because we need to find out what this is, don't we? Let's keep going. Walking down our track, being careful not to get in the way of the branches. Watch out for different creatures that might be around. Oh no! We've reached a fork in the path. We could go down that way, or we could go down that way. Which way do we go? That way is the swamp, I think. Yeah, I can see a kind of swamp that way. That's downhill. This way goes uphill to a mountain, and I can see a wibbly wobbly bridge that we have to cross to get to that mountain. So we've got a decision to make. Should we go downhill to the swamp or uphill across that dangerous looking wibbly wobbly bridge to the mountain? What do you think? Which way should we go? Miss Livingston says go left. Everybody's saying different things. I don't know. Okay, it seems that apparently Chantal's telling me more people think we should go up the mountain. Guys, you're very brave. If you're good at heights, then we will. We will go up. Okay, we'll go up the mountain. All right, we'll do that. Now, as we go up, I want you to think about how things start to look and feel different. What's it going to be like up there compared to in the jungle? Are there going to be different creatures? Is it going to be hotter or colder? Is it going to be windier? Is it still raining? I want you to think about what it looks like as we go up that scary mountain and across the wobbly bridge. Come on, let's go. I'm going to climb up these rocks. So we need to get up to where that bridge is. Start to see the ropes already. Come on, let's climb up, everybody. Okay. Oh, wow. I think we're here. I think we're at the top. Oh, don't look down. It's making me feel very dizzy. Can anyone tell me what it's like up here? What can you see from all the way up here? Mina says it's cold and snowy right up here at the peak, just like at the top of a real mountain. Anything else? Oh, yeah, I can feel it. Ooh. Anything else? There's a rock slide. Is that like an avalanche? Guys, get out of the way. There are the rocks. Whoa, that was close. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can see that river down below as well. Fantastic. And those beautiful white fluffy clouds up above us. My goodness. And it is very windy, so you're absolutely right. Well, everybody, we've got such great ideas. I think what we're going to do now is try and get across this very scary looking wibbly wobbly bridge, because I think on the other side we might find X marks the spot. That's what we're looking for, remember? And I wonder who sent us this. We're going to find out when we get there. So everybody, I want you to take a very careful step. Ooh. Onto that bridge. Be careful. It's very wobbly. Be careful, everybody. Just take careful steps and go nice and slowly so that you don't wobble it too much and fall off. And make sure, if you're in a classroom and there's lots of you in there, one at a time, because we don't want to make that rope bridge break, do we? With too many people on it. Okay. Oh, I'm wobbling. Right, we're nearly across. Okay, one more step. And, we're safe. Oh, that was very, very scary. We were so high up. Now, wait a minute. It feels like we're at the peak of a mountain and it's very, very rocky around me at the moment. But I think if we follow the track, it might lead us round to where we need to go. So just be very careful as you walk along the track. It's quite narrow, that we don't wobble off. Have we got any more description, Chantal, about where we are? Strong winds, be careful. Be careful, grip on, grip on. And Kay says everything looks very tiny all the way down there. It does, and that makes me feel a bit dizzy. And yeah, we're so high up, I can see birds flying past. In fact, right over there, I can see, I think it looks like an eagle's nest. And eagles, they only live very high up in mountains, don't they? Right. Oh, we've got to watch out for mountain lions too. That's a really good tip. Thank you, Nathaniel and Beatrice. That's a really good point. Okay, the path is a little bit wider now. Hang on. Just over there. I think I saw something moving. It's very dark and shadowy over there. What could it be? Maybe it's the person who sent us this map. I think we might nearly be there. Let me check. Yes, that's the mountain path. I think we found it. Who is that over there? Or what? Has anyone decided? Tell me in the comments what you think. I'm going to get a little bit closer. I still can't really see. Does anyone have any good ideas? Oh, Ruby and Rory think there is a baby. There's a lamb over there, a little one. Mina says it could be a wolf. Is there anything else? Miss Kelly's class think it might be the Mountain King. Goodness me. Well, now it's your chance at home or in your classroom to make a decision. You decide who this is, because what I want you to do is pretend to talk to whoever that is over there. So you might want to get a grown-up to pretend to be that person or that creature, and the rest of you can ask them questions and talk to them. Or it could be one of you, a child, that pretends to be that character and everybody talks to you. You decide how you want to do it, but I want you to have a conversation and find out what they want. Why have they sent us this map? And if you have got the time, tell us what happens in the comments. I want to know what is going on in your story. Who is that creature or person, and what do they want? Tell us all about it. So I'm going to give you a minute or so just to have a go at that, come up with some ideas, while I go and have a look for myself. I'm going to have a little look over here. Rory and Ruby think it might be a lost chicken, a lost animal. And Aidan says it's a baby wolf. We've got some good ideas for baby animals that might be trapped or need our help. That's a really good idea. Yeah, lots of people who think there might be somebody that needs our help to escape. Fantastic. Ah, 2B, what a good idea. So 2B think the whole point of them sending a note is to get us, the adventurers, to rescue them. Fantastic idea. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm going to go and speak to them now and just see if I can do anything to help. So, excuse me. Do you need my help? They said they do. They want my help. What can I do to help you? Are you stuck? Yeah, they're stuck. Now, another decision to make. I think we should try and help that poor person or animal get home. So how are we going to get home now? We're at the top of a mountain. The jungle is far down below. What is the best way to get home? Can you suggest a really good way we could travel? How could we travel back? Any suggestions? A unicorn or a tiger might need to be rescued. Fantastic ideas, everybody. A magic carpet to get back. Wow. Well, we did have our magic book that sent us here. Maybe we could cast a spell, say some magic words, maybe. We could skydive home, yes, or get a hot air balloon. I'm going to leave the decision to you at home or in your classroom. You decide at home how you're going to get back with that person or with that creature that you have discovered. You are going to rescue them and take them home and look after them. So how are you going to get them back? You might travel on that magic carpet. You might jump into a hot air balloon and fly up into the air all the way home. You might get in a helicopter. Maybe you're going to jump off the side of the mountain with a parachute like a skydiver would. You decide at home how you're going to get back. My way of getting home is going to be in, this aeroplane that's just flying past. Hey, can you let me up? Hey, I've got somebody that needs help. Everybody at home, see if you can get home now in your way of getting home with your transport. Hey, they're dropping a ladder. Fantastic. Just wait there. I'm going to get this. Come on. Let's climb up the ladder together. We're going up into the aeroplane. Whoa, we're really high up. In we get. Come on, you can do it. Oh, I'm helping them in. And off we go. Back home. Everybody pretend wherever you are, however you're getting home, and tell us all about it in the comments. I'd love to read all about it. Are we nearly back? Actually, I think it might be time to eat our snacks. I'm going to get my packed lunchbox out of my bag as we fly home, and maybe I'll let the creature have a little bit of my snack as well. Here we go. What have I got in my lunchbox? Let's have a look. Oh, an apple. Would you like an apple? There you go. I'm going to have a cake. Maybe you'd like to eat your snacks on your way home too. That was delicious. Well done. 2B are going down a massive slide to get home. Amazing. Oh, wow. That would be cool. Great. Oh, people are getting home with their superpowers, with magic. Amazing. We're just coming into land. I'm just arriving home now. And here we are. Wow. Well, we're back home, but I've still got my new friend with me. And you know what? He's going to give me a present to say thank you. What present are you going to get from your person that you've rescued, from your animal that you've rescued? Tell me what their present is. How are they going to say thank you to you for rescuing them? Maybe you could take the present and open it. What's inside? Wow, it's amazing. What kind of presents have you been given? Sweets. Delicious. A golden egg. Fantastic. Okay, from the lost chicken, the one that got lost that you rescued. Oh, a triple layered cake. Oh, delicious. A golden necklace. Amazing. Fairy biscuits and money. Wow, what amazing gifts. Well, I think it's time to say goodbye to our friends. They're going to go off now that they've been rescued back home. Let's all say goodbye to them. Bye. You're welcome. It was a pleasure. We had such a lovely time. And now it's the end of our story. So what do we say at the end? Shall we say it all together? The end. Wow, what an amazing story we made all together, and what amazing imaginations you guys have. Fantastic suggestions that came through all the way through our story. I'm so impressed. We started off jumping into a jungle and we explored the environment, and we found out it was rainy with the pitter-patter of rain on the leaves. We could see all kinds of animals, tiger tracks, a sloth in the trees, a snake winding its way up, different coloured insects. And we followed the path, didn't we? All the way through after we found our map. And we found ourselves at a fork in the road, and we chose to go up to the mountain across the wibbly-wobbly bridge, and we discovered somebody who needed our help. And we helped them. And then we travelled home again, and they gave us a gift. It was so exciting. We had such a great time. And I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody in their classrooms or at home. You could give yourselves a big round of applause. This is how we give our round of applause at Teeny Tiny Theatre. Well done. You've worked really hard. Now, it's a perfect opportunity, isn't it? Now you've created a story, to make that story into a real book. Why don't you? For World Book Day, you could draw all the pictures of the places we've been. You could draw a story map, couldn't you, of all the places we visited. You could even write some sentences about all the different description of the environment we were in. Make it into one big book. That would be fantastic. And if we didn't get to use all of your ideas today, why don't you make another whole story with some different ideas? Because you've got a really good way now of putting a story together. I'm really, really impressed with how well you've joined in today. So thank you so much. And maybe you'd like to go off and have a good read of a story for World Book Day to finish your day with. And I'm going to love you and leave you now. My name's Laura, and I'm from Teeny Tiny Theatre, and Chantal Oiseau is in my ear reading out all the comments, so I just want to say thank you to her too. And we will see you at another one of our events. Check us out on teenytinytheatre.org. We've got loads of other opportunities and fun activities available for you to join in with. But for now, thank you so much. Goodbye.